Simply Novel Team, and today, for First Chapter Friday, we are reading Starfish by Lisa Fipps. This is written in verse writing, so I'll actually be reading the first 10 pages instead of the first chapter. Let's start with the inside jacket. Ever since she wore a whale swimsuit and made a big splash at her 5th birthday party, Ellie's been bullied about her weight. To cope, she tries to live by her list of fat girl rules, which are all about not standing out, and she's found a haven in her swimming pool where she feels weightless in a fat-obsessed world. In the water, she can stretch out like a starfish and take up all the space she wants. Ellie finds an ally in her new neighbor Catalina, a girl who refreshingly doesn't judge, and in her new therapist, a woman who knows how to laugh at the right things. With these good people buoying Ellie up, it's a lot easier to face the bullies and starfish in real life, but unapologetically being her own fabulous self. All right, let's start with the first 10. For just a while. I step down into the pool. The water is bathwater warm, but feels cool compared to the blistering hot air. Kick, glide, stroke, glide, side to side, and back again. Dive under the surface, soar to the top, arch my back, flip, flop. As soon as I slip into the pool, I am weightless, limitless, for just a while. Name calling. Eliana Elizabeth Montgomery Holstein. That's my name. My bestie Viv and my parents call me Ellie or Elle, but most people call me Splash, or some synonym for whale. Cannonball into a pool, drenching everyone, and wear a whale swimsuit to your under-the-sea birthday party when you're a chubby kid who grows up to be a fat tween, and no one will let you ever live it down. Ever. Splash is born. Now, whenever I swim, I use the steps to ease into the water, careful not to make waves, because the memory of my pool party plays in my head like a video on loop. It was my 5th birthday. I wanted to be the first one in, so I ran to the edge and leapt into the air and tucked my knees into my chest. Water sprayed up as I sank down. I bobbed to the surface, expecting cheers for the splashiest cannonball ever. That didn't happen. Splash spawned a tsunami, my sister Anaya shouted. She almost emptied the pool, my brother Liam chimed in. I dove under, drowning my tears. I wish I could tell everyone how they made me feel that day. Humiliated, angry, deeply sad. But every time I try to stand up for myself, the words get stuck in my throat, like a giant glob of peanut butter. Besides, if they even listened, they'd just snap back. If you don't like being teased, then lose weight. Fat girl rules. Some girls my age fill diaries with dreams and private thoughts. Mine has a list of fat girl rules. You find out what these unspoken rules are when you break them and suffer the consequences. Fat girl rules I learned at 5. No cannonballs, no splashing, no making waves. You don't deserve to be seen or heard or to take up room or to be noticed. Make yourself small. What, why, who, how, and when. The first fat girl rule you learn hurts the most. A startling, scorpion-stinging soul slap. Something's changed, but you don't know what. You replay that moment in your mind for every possible angle, trying to understand why the rules exist, who came up with them, and how. How does anyone have the right to tell you how to live just because of your weight? Mostly, you remember the smack of the change. 1 minute, you were like everybody else, playing around, enjoying life, and then, with the flip of an unseen cosmic switch, you're the fat girl, stumbling, trying to regain your balance, acting as if you know what you're doing, like when you used to play dress-up and tried to walk in those high-heeled shoes. The gift. Every time I see a pudgy preschooler, I want to hand her my list, like the answer sheet for a test, to spare her the pain of learning the rules firsthand. But instead, I give each girl the gift of more days, weeks, and months of a normal life, whatever that is. Bally's dancing. Viv's mom caught her dad with another man and said Texas wasn't big enough for the 3 of them, so now my best friend has to move to Indiana. In my backyard, we live streamed the Latin Music Festival on an outdoor screen as part of her going away party. Viv starts belly dancing like she learned in a class at the Dallas Public Library where her mother was a librarian. I follow her lead, and our arms morph into snakes as our hips figure eight. My dog, Gigi, a pug, runs circles around us as we sing at the top of our lungs along with the bands and dance with complete abandon like you do when you're alone in your room, trying out some new moves or smacking up some of your own. Except it turns out we're not alone. The new neighbor. Mid-twirl, I open my eyes to see a girl's head pop up over the fence, then disappear and reappear. This trampoline girl saw me shake parts of me I didn't even know I had. What do you think you're doing? I stopped dancing so fast, I about gave myself whiplash. I see her head again. I heard Dias de Vertos. She says it so quickly, like it's one word. She disappears and reappears. Couldn't help myself. In a flash, she climbs over the fence and lands in the front of me. I'm Catalina Rodriguez, a poet and a musician. Catalina points to the concert on the screen. Wow, you like Dias de Vertos too? I have all their songs in my playlist. Me too, I say. Who else do you listen to? Ugh, don't get Elle started. Viv rolls her eyes. If iRolling were an Olympic sport, she'd be the gold medalist. I'm a poet, so I love music because lyrics are sung poems, I say. Rap and country are my faves. I'm a guitarist, Catalina says. I like all music, but love Latin. She chooses her words carefully like me, but she's not like me. Catalina's skinny, like a pancake. I'm more like a 3-tiered cake. My fat dar should be sounding the alarm. Why isn't it? All right, that is the first 10 pages of Starfish. Teachers, check out the links below.